Hi, welcome back to my channel. In this video, I'm going to talk about my experience with Ohuhu Marker and which set I would recommend. But before that, I'd like to share a little bit of my experience with alcohol markers in general. Before I purchased Ohuhu Markers, this was the only set alcohol markers I had. I had it for a long time and I rarely use it. But generally, it's still in good shape. Let's take a look. This box set is actually quite impressive. It even came with a back strap. And if you're wondering why it came with a back strap, it came in this bag that you can use it as a crossbody. It has D-ring on both sides. It has 80 alcohol markers inside. It's quite heavy. I don't know anyone who would use this as a crossbody and carry all the markers around. So here are all the colors from this set. I just recently swatched this after I purchased the Ohuhu marker sets. You can see that on this paper, some random dots splash on this paper while I swatch this. That's probably because this set of alcohol marker was sitting on my shelf for a long time. I would say the quality of this set of alcohol markers is pretty good because out of 80 alcohol markers, only one dry out. And after some research on internet, I was able to revive it by pulling out the tip, added a few drops of rubbing alcohol, and it totally worked. Anyway, in this video, I mainly want to discuss the Ohuhu marker sets that I have purchased. So this was the first set I purchased. It was the 96 pastel colors. I don't really use alcohol markers in my drawings. I mainly use alcohol marker for my coloring books. So I thought maybe I need some lighter color, pastel color as a base so that I can add on the color pencil layers. So here is the colors from this pastel set. After I swatched this and tested the colors, I realized that the pastel color is really light. Some of the color is just too light to be a base layer. So that's when I started to look for other sets from Ohuhu to see which set actually suit my needs. To be honest, I don't know that if you need so many markers because if you take a quick glance, most of these colors look extremely similar. And you wonder if you actually need so many variations. After I bought the pastel color set, I bought the skin tone set and the grayscale set. So these are the colors from the grayscale set. Some of the lighter colors and darker colors, they definitely look similar. And then this is the skin tone set. I do quite like this set. So I think this set would be great for base layer for coloring books. But these are mostly warm tone and I need a good variety of colors. And then when I look further, I found another set to purchase. So this is another set I purchased afterwards. It was the 48 colors mid-tone set. And here are the colors from the mid-tone set. I think mid-tone set is definitely perfect if you want to use it as a base layer for coloring books. At this point, I've been buying so many alcohol markers. I told myself, might as well I kept going. I probably shouldn't do that, but well, you have to collect it all, right? And next, I purchased the 120 set. And here are the colors from the 120 set. By the time I swatched this 120 set, I realized that so many colors are quite similar. When you look at these colors, pinks look identical and the peachy tone color are identical. The yellows are very similar. And I bet you cannot tell the difference with these darker tones. And similar blue, similar teal color, similar green. So just a lot of similar colors in this alcohol marker set. And when you compare to the grayscale set, the darker colors are identical. I cannot tell the difference among all these dark tones. All the darker black, gray, they are extremely similar. So at this point, I think the only set I'm missing is the 104 set. But I'm going to take a break and really use these alcohol markers before I purchase that set. I probably will end up collecting it all, but for now, I want to focus on using these alcohol markers I have because these are definitely enough for coloring book purposes. It's probably excessive at this point. So here are a quick glance of all the colors I have. So far, my recommendation is if you like to purchase full set of everything, maybe you should just purchase the bigger set from the beginning. That will save you some money. I purchased most of these during the Black Friday sale, so it wasn't too bad, but I somewhat like that they are not in the big bag because that way I can easily find the grayscale or the skin tone set or the mid-tone set. If they are all in a giant big bags, probably hard for me to find the colors. I actually like it this way, separate them into different bags and different collection. That way it's easier for me to find them. So I think if you want to use alcohol markers for drawing, I would say you would need the pastel tone, the lighter colors, and then you can get this 120 set so that they don't overlap. And if you feel like you draw a lot of portraits or people, you can add the skin tone set. I think that would be good enough. However, if you want to use it for coloring books, I would say the mid-tone set is a good place to start. It covers the warm and the cool tones so that you can use this set to provide a good base for your coloring book pages and then add color pencil on top. If you want, you can add the grayscale set, but I think these are very similar. Many colors are very similar. If you have this mid-tone set, and if you want more color, I would say get the 120 set. That way you kind of have a big range of color. You can see that you also get many grayscale here. You have lighter tone for blending. So you do get some light colors even though you didn't purchase this pastel set. In terms of the quality, I would say these are pretty good from Ohuhu. I don't have issues with the quality, nothing splash out or anything, because I think Ohuhu is quite a popular brand, so I'm sure a lot of people purchase their markers, so I think their stock get rotated out and sold out pretty fast. But of course, this is just my speculation. I wanted to share this because when I shop around, I saw some review talking about some ink splash out from the markers, but personally I don't have this experience, so it could be some individual cases. So far I haven't done a lot with these alcohol markers yet because I don't have much experience and I'm still learning. Alcohol marker is challenging for me, especially with thinner lines. Sometimes they bleed through the lines. I really need to figure out how to use them. Here are a few examples I kind of tested on this Pumpkin Spice Cafe coloring book. I believe these two I used the pastel tone. You can see the base color, they are lighter and not as vibrant. Here I used the mid-tone set. You can see the orange is really punchy. It's not realistic because how vibrant they are, but it does kind of pop from the page. So if this is the effect you are after, you can try using alcohol marker as a base while doing your coloring book. Anyway, I'm still learning and I love challenges, and I think alcohol marker is definitely challenging for me. I need to learn how to blend them, how to layer them, how to make sure they don't go off the line. Also, I noticed that when I color with alcohol markers, I tend to get panicked because I worry about the alcohol markers get dry really fast. So I have to be fast. And then I forgot where I should put light or shadow. So that's something I need to figure out. If you guys have any good tips or good blending video you want to show me, you can share the links in the comments and I'll take a look. Anyway, thanks again for joining me today to talk about Ohuhu alcohol markers. I hope this video somewhat helpful, or if you have any question regarding the quality or the colors, you can put it down in the comments. Other than that, that's all for today. Thanks for watching. I'll talk to you again soon. Bye!